Let's use Greenfoot to create a virtual drum set. So the first thing we need to do to start this project is we actually need to go to Greenfoot. So we got to find the Greenfoot program on our computer and double click it. When Greenfoot opens, the very first thing you should do is create a new scenario. Each program in Greenfoot is actually called a scenario. So we're going to go to Scenario and choose New. When you save your scenario, what I would suggest is that you put it in on your H drive in your Greenfoot folder under Projects, and then give it a name that makes sense, like Drum Set, and then click Create. After you do that, a new scenario window will show up. Then what we need to do is we need to create a world. A world is a class in which everything will happen on our screen. Everything that happens in Greenfoot games happens in a world. So right click on World and choose New Subclass. Name it something that makes sense, like Drum World. Class names are always capitalized, so we're going to put a capital D here. We also capitalize where words start and end in camel case, so I called it Drum World with a capital D and a capital W. Choose a background that you think will look good, and we'll click OK. Now, anytime there are slash lines through one of our classes, that means we need to compile, so press the Compile button, and now you can see our world has showed up on the screen. As we keep going, we can double click the Drum World class here to see the code that's in that class. Right here in our Drum World, we actually want to make it bigger so our drum set will fit on the screen. So in the constructor where it says super 600, 400, 1, we actually need to change that to 800 and 600. This will make a world that's 800 pixels wide and 600 pixels tall. So we'll click compile. And if you look, my world has gotten bigger. I'm going to maximize this now. Now the next thing you need to do is we need to make actor classes. Actors are anyone who or anything that's inside the world. So we're going to make our drum set become an actor. To do this, we're going to right click and we'll make a new subclass and we'll call this drum set. Okay, again, capitalized. Now I don't have the image that I need of a drum set right now, and that's okay, so I'll click OK. You can see I need to compile my program again. To get the images that you need for this program, you're going to have to hop out to our Moodle site and find the project, the virtual drum set, and look in the drum images folder. When you click on that, you'll see all the images that you need for this assignment. Here's the drum set picture right here that I need. It's drumset.ping. So I'm going to right click and save the link as. This will download the picture. Make sure that you're putting it in your Greenfoot folder. So I'm on my H drive, Greenfoot, Projects, Drum Set, and now I need to put it inside the Images folder inside of my Greenfoot project. So I'll double click. Again, just make sure you're in Greenfoot, Projects, wherever you're saving it, and then Images. Okay, I'm going to call this Drum Set and click Save. Now I can go back to Greenfoot and I can right click on here and I can go to Set Image, and you'll see that the drum set image is right there as an option for me to pick. So I'll click OK. Now, if I compile it, I have a class with a drum set in there. What I would need to do now is go back to Moodle, and I need to create a class for every single one of these images except for drum back. That's just a background in case you need to use your background for if you don't like the bricks. So I need to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more classes. So I'm going to pause it right now and create those, and then I'll come back and keep going. Okay, now that I've created all my classes and downloaded all my images, it's time to get a drum set on the screen. So we're going to right click on a drum set and click New Drum Set. And then we can drag one into the world. Just click and leave it in there. Now we need this drum set to stay there all the time, so we can go to Controls and we can click Save the World. And what that'll do is it'll pop open your Drum World class, and it added some code. It added a prepare method right here, private void prepare, and it took a drum set and it created a new one, and it added it on the screen at 379, 321. Those are coordinates. So the middle of this drum set is at 379 and 321. 379 from the X and 321 from the top. We need this drum set to be right in the middle of our world, and our world is 800 pixels by 600 pixels. So we can edit this code and change this to be exactly half. So we'll change that to 400, because 400 is half of 800. And we'll change this Y number to 300, because that's exactly half of 600. So if I close this, you can see I need to compile it, and when I do that, my drum set moved over just a little bit. So that's how we set up our program, and we can get our classes all made. There is one last step. Before you can start putting things on the screen and playing sounds, we need to also download all the sound files for this program. So again, you're going to pop back out to Moodle, and you're going to go back out to the main page, and you're going to look for the folder that says drum sounds. So these are the drum sounds that are associated with each piece. Again, right click and go to Save As. And now, again, put it in your H drive. So we'll go to my H drive, and we'll go to Greenfoot, Projects, Drum Set. But now these are sounds, so they should go in the Sounds folder. Okay, and then make sure that you name them what they were named. I lost my name right here. This one was called Symbol 1 Sound. Okay, and then we go, oh, I know what the problem is. We have to save the link as. Right there. Okay, make sure that we're in our sounds file, and it's Symbol 1 Sound, and it should be a WAV file, and click Save. Again, you need to download all of these, so I'm going to pause the video and download all these. In our next video, I'll show you how to play sounds and how to get things to show up on the screen.